I love diving into new universes. I've really enjoyed this book. I thought I was not gonna like, oh, keep going, like it does get good, and they were right. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Are you feeling Christmassy yet? Because I'm not. Anyways, today's a good day because we're starting a reading vlog after 100 years. So I decided to follow through with my December TBR. So we're starting with City of Bones. I know I give you the option to help me pick between The Zodiac Academy and City of Bones, but this was calling to me and I just wanted to get right on it after reading Air of Fire. Anyways, if you haven't seen my December TBR video, this book was in the list. In that video, I said that this book was from 2007, so I'm looking forward to feeling the same way I did when I read the Hush Hush saga for the first time. This universe is a very extensive one, so it's kind of intimidating, but at the same time, it's very exciting because I love diving into new universes and knowing that I have a long way to go before I finish them. So for those who don't know, City of Bones is a book about this girl who goes to the club and she witnesses a murder. What she didn't expect was for the body to disappear, allegedly. According to the blurb, it's not a spoiler, it says it's right here. And this murder was done by 3 teenagers, according to her, and they all had like these markings in their bodies, and they turned out to be shadow hunters. So their job pretty much is to rid the earth from demons. So that's all we know so far. I think I cannot really give you a first impression update because I read 6 pages and I like the writing style and the pace of it, so I think it's gonna be pretty nice to read. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna get to reading. I hate that whenever I'm loving a book, I get so busy that I can't read it. Anyways, I got through the first chapter and I thought I would give you my first impressions. And the vibes are immaculate. Jace is so funny. I don't know, maybe it's because this book is kind of old, but it's so refreshing to not read about a male main character that's like dark and brooding and mysterious and annoying with no sense of humor. So that's that. I like that. I promise I'm not a picky person, but it's just something that I noticed. But immediately knowing that they're shadow hunters, like, I think it kind of turned me off a little bit because, like, it's supposed to create curiosity. Like, yeah, we already know this in the blurb, but I don't know if I'm being picky, but it just makes sense to me. Like, I don't know, make me wonder a little bit more. Make me get frustrated that I don't instantly know. Like, yeah, I know instantly, but But that is not a problem at all. It's just a thought that I wanted to bring up. I really hope I get to read more today. I've been so busy. It's finals week and I just want to read, man. My allergies are absolutely killing me right now, but let's go. Now that I've reached part 2, I think it's time for another update. So in terms of the plot development, I like that it's pretty fast. However, you know how sometimes these kinds of books, they make you wonder about these strange worlds and, you know, what is the main character getting themselves into? So it takes you a bit to figure out and understand the magic system. And, you know, as the story keeps going, you wonder about some other regular characters that, you know, they make you feel like they know more than what they're letting on, for example. That's not the case for this book. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm actually enjoying it, but I just wanted to say that because very early in the book, we learn how Luke and Clary's mom were shadow hunters. So I'm just gonna assume that it's not like it's not supposed to be a major plot twist or anything like that. But this other thing that I found extremely funny was how laid back every single character is when it comes to telling Clary any information about this newfound world. Not newfound, but, you know, like, this world that she was not familiar with at all. I don't know, I just think that, I know Jace is not, I know I said that I liked how Jace is not like this brooding, super extremely depressive character, but the way that he just casually gives away information as if there weren't like any laws about allowing Mundies into their world, like, That's just my only complaint, but honestly, I'm having a really good time. These characters are really funny, especially Simon. But yeah, I'll talk to you in the next update, hopefully with better nails. It's a disaster. You guys have seen me in this shirt so many times. It's kind of like embarrassing, but it's my comfort shirt. Anyways, it's been very difficult to film today because of the noises all of a sudden. It took me a bit, but I have made some decent progress. I am now on to chapter 16, and I was gonna say, I commented on a Goodreads group about how I was asking if it was eventually gonna pick up because it starts good, right? But then it felt like it was kind of like dragging on. It felt like nothing was really happening, but now it's picking up, and it's just crazy that the reason it started to pick up was because Simon got turned into a rat and technically kidnapped by vampires. I just thought that was so hilarious because people were like, no, keep going, like it does get good. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna keep going, and they were right. So I really want to finish this already. Not that I want to rush through it, but like I just want to see how this ends because I am really looking forward to reading this series, and I would be very sad if I ended up being disappointed. I'm at Walmart, but they just can't. As the vlog keeps going, I feel like I progressively keep turning into a homeless man. But I just needed to say, Hodge, you rat. I am usually able to tell whenever a character is sus. For example, Raphael. But with Hodge, I never thought that he was gonna do this. That's not very nice. What's happening? We got 2 people already dead. That's crazy. This is so odd because it's 2 in the morning right now, but I don't think I mentioned anything related to that one scene between Jace and Clary and then Simon. I agreed with Simon when he said, Clary, you are so stupid, because girl, since chapter 1, I already knew that Simon had feelings for her. So if she couldn't see that, maybe it was just denial. Maybe she did. Maybe she did and it was just denial because there was no other way. It was so obvious. I really like Jace, but I didn't like how he tries to be like so nonchalant. Like in that, I agree with Clary, but I love that scene of the midnight flower. I thought it was so pretty and I thought it was so cute with the cheese sandwich. Also, I am going into chapter 22. So Luke already told his side of the story to Clary, and I'm just wondering, is Valentine her dad? Because I thought about it at first and I was like, maybe it's not. Like, it would be too obvious. Like, it would be boring. But now I'm suspecting that he is. So yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow for when I'm done with this baby right here, because it's just so little left. We're almost there. You mean Valentine is his dad? This is so stupid. I had to take a pause because last night, I don't know what the fuck I read, but it can't be true. I refuse to believe that Valentine is also Jace's father. I feel like he's taking advantage of all the coincidences, and it can't be. Like, there's still some pages left in this last chapter, but like, please tell me it's not true. And I don't even know what to believe anymore because they thought Valentine was dead. They assume Jocelyn was dead. And when Luke was telling his tale, he was talking about how Jonathan died in the fire and how Jocelyn kept a lock of his hair. But it's like, how did you keep a lock of... nothing makes sense to me. So I don't even know what to believe, but I refuse to believe that Jace is Clary's brother. That's all. Thank you. Moving on. Would you believe me if I told you that I spent the whole final chapter waiting for a psych? I was waiting for JK, guys. We're actually not related. Are you fucking kidding me? I have not seen the reviews on Goodreads yet, but like, am I the only one that was rooting for Jace and Clary to be together or what? Like, I feel like everybody loves this series, but I am so angry at this. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It was a very entertaining book overall. I'm gonna gather my thoughts, then I'll give you my official review once I get my shit together. What the helly? So now that I was able to organize my thoughts, I am ready to share them with you. Remember when I said that I was expecting to feel like I was reading Hush Hush for the first time again? That wasn't the case. The book itself wasn't bad. In fact, I had some of my classmates approach me while I was reading it, and they just kept telling me that the Infernal Devices was better, so there was improvement there. And I was like, okay. So I heard a lot of passion for these books, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it is gonna be really good. Like, even if at that moment I was not feeling it, like, I was still hoping that it would get better. Which it kind of did, but let me give you my full-on review. As for the writing style, the long chapters might seem kind of intimidating, but the writing style is not heavy at all. There's a lot of dialogue, and by the titles of each chapter, I kind of understand why the author might choose to make them long. It's pretty easy to read. I mean, yeah, it's YA, but it was something nice to have while I was reading this in the middle of my finals. So honestly, the long chapters didn't feel long at all. As for the pace, even though the chapters were long, I know I keep saying that, I'm sorry, I would say the pace was pretty fast. Something would always happen in every chapter, but honestly, it wasn't until Simon got turned into a rat that it started picking up for me. Okay, in the beginning, it was already good because we begin with Clary witnessing the murder at the club. But then once they let her stay at the institute after the attack, it felt like it was dragging on until it eventually started picking up again. Which leads me to my next point about the plot. To be honest, if you were to ask me about anything that happened between the Forsaken attack at Clary's apartment and when Simon got turned into a rat, I'm not gonna remember. When they went to save Simon from the vampire lair, I think that's when it started picking up again. Before that, it felt like nothing was happening, and then bam, all of a sudden Valentine is alive and Simon is a rat. So I don't know. I read a review on Goodreads saying that it's like the author remembered that the book needed a plot, and I kind of resonated a little bit. Overall, the plot wasn't crazy, but it was kind of entertaining. I might have overhyped this book a little bit in my head. Like, I said I was entertaining, but I didn't fall in love with it. Will I continue the series? I don't know yet. I already hear my friends reacting to this and holding me at gunpoint and telling me to continue the series, but I think that for now, I'm gonna move on to something else. I just think the plot twist of Jace and Clary being siblings, it turned me off a lot. Don't hate me for this, but I did some Googling, and it was enough to convince me to eventually keep going. That's all I'm gonna say. Please don't hate me. It's just that it pissed me off so much, and I needed some answers. So I decided to give this book a 3.5 rating. Like I said, it wasn't bad. It was entertaining at some point, but I feel like if I was younger, then I would have definitely enjoyed it more. I think for now that finals are officially over, I'm gonna move on to a little palate cleanser before picking up fantasy again. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this reading vlog because I haven't done one in ages. And I started working on the Air Fire vlog, but I hated it so much. I just had to start over with something else. I hope you enjoyed this very overdue vlog, and I will see you in the next one.